What's going on, everybody? This is Hunter. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Believe it or not, I am down at Ember RV's campground. I had made a comment last night on their Facebook page and they said, come on down. We got some brand new models. Well, I called them on their bluff, and sure enough, they actually prepped them up, staged them up, and I could not be more grateful for Ember, so I appreciate you guys. But today I get the privilege of giving you a tour of the 2025 Ember 21FBE. This is going to be an amazing couples coach with great construction qualities, a true 60 by 80 queen bed, 15-inch Goodyear tires, and a whole bunch of other stuff. I mean, come on, Asdale, let's get it going. Hope you guys enjoy the tour. Let me put the specs and the floor plan up on the screen, but a link for the price will be down below. Let's go check it out. Alrighty. Welcome back. And like I said, this is the 2025 Ember 21FBE. And if this is the first time to the channel, I appreciate you guys being here. Hit that like and subscribe button. And for everyone that has been watching me for a while now, I greatly appreciate your guys' time. I put out daily RV content. And if you ever have any suggestions on things I could do a little bit better, feel free to drop them down in the comments section. But today we are going to start our tour on the inside and then work our way around the outside. But I do appreciate the outside of these Embers. I mean, they are beautiful. That's going to be one of their toy hauler models, the Overland, just looking really sharp. But what I appreciate about Ember, aside from the fact that it is going to be better built than just about all the other brands out there on the RV industry today, they're not going with the absolute norms of the RV industry. You can see like everyone is either going like pretty dark or super light and bright, and they maintained, their identity for it. It is kind of that neutral appearance for it. This floor plan in general, I imagine, one day we kick all the kids out of the house and we're filthy rich because we're not serving up 10 chicken breasts a night and packs of Oreos and all sorts of crazy stuff. I imagine buying something like this, with my wife, because part of the reason why I like this floor plan, and I know some people will disagree, some people will very much so agree, I like the fact that it doesn't have a dinette over here on the slide, that it has the theater seating. And the reason why I like it is because it kind of elongates, the living room. This is still going to be a compact travel trailer, but now you have the ability to do more with less, if that makes sense. So instead of having the dinette, you have the two booths right there. They cut it out. Well, just about every other floor plan variation I've seen this kind of style, this is all going to be one big chunk with massive storage right there. Well, now you have the extra seating, which is very, very cool. And then when you're sitting down in the recliner, this is the view that you're going to get of your TV. And it's going to be a Connex TV. Looks like it's about a 32-incher. It's a smart TV, play your Netflix or YouTube, all that kind of good stuff. But it's also got a built-in sound bar right here. And you can actually angle it to swivel down, and watch a movie. Like my wife and I like to watch movies just about, every night before we go to bed. Right now we're watching House of Dragons. You could lay down, prop your feet up, snuggle up with honey buns, and enjoy the show. This is also going to be a true 60 by 80 queen bed. So not a camper queen. You don't have to worry about buying special sheets or anything like that. It is an actual queen size bed. And you notice that I was running hands-free there. Another thing that I really enjoy that a lot of people on the lot probably aren't just going to come right out and tell you or possibly even know, because I didn't even for a while. You have outlets down here, but you also have outlets inside and around on either one of the cubbies. So a perfect place to charge up all your devices, your CPAPs, anything like that. It's going to be a 110 outlet along with USBs as well. Plus you see those little kind of like that ember colored light right there. You can toggle those on and off, when you're flipping through and just grabbing stuff. Let me go ahead and move this decorative plant. Thank you guys. Decorating team killed it. You have the pull-out drawer on either side here. Notice that it is soft close. And then you have hanging clothes on both sides as well. And again, hands-free, which by the way, babe, if you're watching, I love you. A lot of overhead storage, so no real wasted space there. I like seeing that. And then you flip it around. Another thing that I really enjoy is they maximize the head height. So in a lot of RVs that I've been into, a lot of travel trailers, they get a little bit crampy, up on the top. This is going to be the industry's tallest sidewalls, or tallest ceiling height, rather. I'm sorry, 82 inches. So that is pretty darn nice for you taller folks. This is definitely going to be, you know, something that you might want to consider. You also have the fantastic fan to help circulate, you know, some of the air. 18 cubic foot AC. So that's going to be up there with the industry's largest as well. So pretty darn nice. I've got it on the low setting right now, and it is rather chilly on a pretty darn warm day. And this kind of articulates and blows. But you can also, right here, I mean, even put it up into like a turbo mode. So that's pretty darn cool. So before we head on to the rest of the camper, again, you got your slide out right here, theater seating, and this is going to be on a little pull tab right here. And then you also have the 2 cup holders and a place to put your remotes or a book. You have tinted windows that do open up, and they got the old Dracula shade, the nightshade, baby. Keep the old skin from sizzling. Keep those nosy eyes out. Plenty of storage. And this one is removable, so if you want to turn this into a hanging shelf, you're more than able to do so. And then you flip it back around, and we're kind of back to where, you know, I kind of started the tour. Your dinette or your bar style seating, I think it's awesome. I love the fact you got a window. So imagine you're down at a campground. You're enjoying your 2 cups of coffee. Got yourself a little bit of a view there, hopefully somewhere, you know, pretty like this. But then boom, you see some neighbors, drop the blind. You're good to go. Little storage back there along with all your plugins. And then you have plenty of storage heading up the top right here. And then also on this addition, you have the hard wrap plastic, which is going to be heat adhered, I do believe. And the nice thing about that is you're not going to get any water or anything kind of seeping in because there are no seams to absorb anything. You're also going to notice no vents in the floor, so you see it's ran right there for all your heating. Pretty darn deep drawer. And then you also have the convection microwave air fryer oven too. So, you know, right now we are making with our air fryer, pretty darn tasty, by the way. So it's these green beans. You put it on at 400 for 19 minutes. Throw your favorite seasoning on there with light olive oil, and oh man, that's like a French fry that's actually healthy for you. It is stupid good. Loving it. Stainless steel undermounted bowl, and you got your high-rise faucet. Hitting those dishes from all angles. You're also going to see plenty of storage, all clean cut. Here on the back wall, you're going to have your restroom over to your right and your refrigerator right here in the middle. And what I like about the refrigerator is whether or not you're cooking in the living room or just coming right in the door, you got instant access to your bottles of apple juice, you know, so you can get a little funky down at the campground. And then right there, you got some more stuff. Got someone mowing the lawn. And then you have, he just cruised by on the gravel. I guess he's mowing the gravel. And then you got the fuse box right here as well. So if something isn't working, you can make sure to check that out. And, you know, it'll glow up nice and red for you on what's not working. You got a mirror to check out the old bowling gun, baby. Pretty rough week in bowling, which you're not going to hear too often, but could have bowled better with my freaking foot. You have a shower that is big enough for a round belly like myself. You're not fitting 2 in here, but I fit in just fine. You're probably looking at about 6'5" or so, but you also got this blind right there. Behind the mirror, you got storage going all the way across. And the nice thing too about Ember is they're going to use their on-demand hot water system. So, you know, that's going to be commonly seen in like your larger RVs, you know, especially like destination RVs. I do a lot of those videos. They all have this water heater. So basically propane heat, you're going to have instant heat and it heats up, you know, right away, super hot, stainless steel for the sink, access to your plumbing, and then plenty of storage. And you also get a porcelain throne. And let's go ahead and sit down in this thing. A little tight on the right shoulder, but I'm assuming if you close this door, you have enough space. And then on the left side, you know, you're obviously free to be. Got some more cubbies and a fantastic fan right there to help circulate the steam or stink from whatever you're doing. You also have your control panel right here, and these lights are going to be on a dimmer. And don't worry about the flashing. You'll never see that in person. That's just because I shoot in the 60 frames per second. Ceiling, awning, pump, step, accent. and then your awning and slide controls along with all your tank levels so you can see, what is going on there. You're also going to have another outlet and then another dimmer, which I'm assuming is going to be for the awning. So 2025 Ember 21FBE. You got dual axle, Goodyear Endurance tires, which is always a big time plus. You hear it on every forum, the old China bombs. You don't have to worry about that here with Ember. So that's always nice. And honestly, on an RV that's this size, this is something you don't typically see. You have the prep for the 3-camera safety system. So this is definitely going to be a more high-end kind of luxury line. So imagine this when you're driving down the road. You're kind of seeing what's happening just like this. And then with the camera back in the back there, you're ready to rock from all angles. You have the slam latch doors right here with the magnetic hold. Just a nice kind of sturdy feel to it. You also have a really nice size awning that goes almost the entire length of the RV, creating some good shade if you want to come up here, set up picnic tables, and all that kind of good stuff. You got your quick drop leveling jacks right here. You're also going to have a spray port for some access for some water. Outlets, your 1, 2, 3 warranty, so it's going to be one-time transferable, so that is definitely pretty crazy, and a 2-year limited warranty, 3-year structural warranty. But the one-time transferable, I actually did not know that, and that is something that I don't think I have really heard of, quite frankly. So Asdale is going to be on the inside of this unit, which is inside the wall, which is going to be really nice. So if you're not familiar with Asdale, like, let's just think you have that uh-oh moment. Maybe there's some water, maybe something happens and it's getting crazy, which is also going to be very hard with how they construct this, by the way. They put a Turnabon tape underneath here. So embers are going to be extremely hard to even get a leak. But let's just say if you leave this thing out, you're rotting it for a while, or you puncture a hole into it, whatever, and then you get that Asdale. The Asdale does not swell up like most of the fiberglass, would. It's impervious to the moisture. I remember about 10 years ago, I was working at a dealership down in Batavia, Ohio, and the rep came in when Asdale wasn't really a thing, and he just dropped a piece of Asdale into a water bucket. He dropped a piece of just regular wall in another water bucket, and he said, "Okay, I'll see you in 2 weeks." It shocked me. When I came back in 2 weeks and he pulled it out of that closet, I mean, it looked the same freaking way as when it came in. So I am a huge believer in that. Asdale is awesome. You have the Lippert on-the-go ladder system to get on top of your fully walkable roof. 5-side aluminum frame construction, by the way. So definitely doing it right there. There's your 30 amp connection and your receiver if you want to bring along, a couple, like a bike rack or something. Docking station is going to be right here. And then your sewer outlet connection, waste holding tanks, low point drains, and your galley tank is all right there as well. Heated and enclosed underbelly. Then you have your hot and cold water in the form of an outside shower, black tank flush, and then your water fill. You are also prepped for a slide topper. So if you're not familiar with that, it's a piece of awning that goes from here to here, and it prevents debris from falling on top of your unit. Back end here of the pass-through storage, and this is actually a nice thing that I saw this because I completely forgot that Ember was doing those tank heaters. Because again, most of the RVs in the size don't have them. So a tank heater is going to be a 12-volt pad that goes on the bottom of your tank, so that way you can camp earlier and later into the seasoning. So above average construction, insulation, and tank heaters to boot, you're going to have a good time using this a lot longer. It's basically saving money because you're extending camping. Solar on the side, it's going to be rated for 20 amps. You have your battery disconnect, and then you're prepped up for tire length. So that'll run you a couple $100 if you want a tire pressure monitoring system that'll let you know, when your tires are getting overinflated, underinflated, all that good stuff. Rock guard here up in the front. I love the American flag. They also got a sticker by the door that says "Use common sense," and that's something that the entire world is missing. Spare tire, place for 2 batteries, 2 propane tanks, and a power tongue jack. But all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. For more information, make sure to check down in the description for all the specifications, a link for the price, and a link to the manufacturer. My name is Hunter, and this is the 2025 Ember 21FBE. See you. Meow, 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 no, meow, no, 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 no. Meow, 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 meow,